What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Holly, and I'm back at it again to tell y'all the part two. I put up part 1 last night. It was supposed to go up February 5th, but I put it up on February 6th because one day I went out and I got back February 6th, so I couldn't, nothing I can really do. Then the Wi-Fi is really slow for some reason. I don't know. Normally my videos upload maybe like 20 minutes, but it took hours. Like when I say hours, I mean hours. And the upload got canceled, so I had to wait. I had to upload it again at like 8, and then upload it until like maybe 11:30 at night. But hopefully today is different. I'm gonna I have a big gap right now in between classes, so I'm gonna record and edit and upload. See, dedication. But I'm gonna tell you guys part 2. But before I tell you guys part 2, don't forget to like. Make sure you like the like button right now. I'll wait. And subscribe. I'll also wait for that. And comment if you will. You don't have to leave a comment, but make sure you like and subscribe. Okay. Okay. I wrote down some things so I don't have to edit too much, and I don't have to like have too much cut jumps of editing, or me stumbling on certain details, because this did happen in November and it's now February and I have a bad memory. So in class I wrote down some things that happened. I didn't finish, but with these main details I'll be able to tell everything in the correct order of what happened. And don't mind my parents today. I woke up, took a shower, and went to class. I don't feel like doing makeup, because for me to do makeup for a video I'm gonna have to take it right off. I have nowhere to go with makeup, so, and I have to go to the gym later on too, so there's no point in me doing makeup, take it off. Makeup's expensive, okay? Okay. Alright. I left off at the cops surrounding the car. So the cops around the car, I took off my seatbelt, and I'm like, yo, I really fucked up. Like, I should have got the car with him. I could have been able to run away or something. But I'm stuck in this car. Like, this is serious. I opened the car door, and the cops, as soon as I opened the door, were you the one driving? Were you the one driving? Da, 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 da. Who's driving? Who's driving? Was it you? Where is he? Where is he? First of all, I'm shocked. I've never been questioned by the cops before, let alone a question so aggressively. So I'm looking at the superstore. I honestly don't know. I wouldn't lie. Like, what am I lying to you guys for? You guys can't send me to jail. So I really didn't know what store he went into. So I'm looking at the superstores like, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of food stores and places he could have went. I don't know. So they're like, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what store he went into. I don't know. I'm not sure. They're like, you're lying. You're lying. What is his name? What is his name? At this point, I stopped answering their questions, and I hold my phone because I'm about to call him. Then I'm like, oh shit, his phone is off. Remember, we went to go pay the phone bill, but the mall wasn't open yet, and Walmart didn't have what we needed. So I opened up my phone to call his friend Nut, because Nut got out the car with him to go into the store. So I called Nut. I'm like, yo, the cops are outside. And then he's like, okay. So I hang up, and I'm still sitting there getting yelled at by the cops, and I keep telling them I don't know. And they're like, you're gonna go to jail for lying. Da, 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 da. I'm like, I'm not lying. What am I lying for? You guys are freaking scaring me to death and shit. Like 25 cops. And you know how white cops are with black people. I'm thinking I'm about to get shot. I'm like, I'm to my mom this. I'm about to get in trouble. Is that him with the red shoes on? I looked out the car door. I'm like, I didn't even look. I just like glance, and I didn't even see who they were talking about. I said no. And then he comes up to the car, and then he tells them it was me driving. She has nothing to do with it. So he told them that he was the one driving. I'm not involved in any way. I didn't know he was gonna do that. And then the cop still says, arrest her for lying. You're gonna go to jail for lying. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. What am I gonna do? I'm about to get arrested. It was Sunday. He was supposed to drive me back to school. Me and my friends back to school this day. I'm like, yo, well, boys get arrested. What if they keep me overnight? What am I gonna tell my mom? What am I about to do? Like, my friends are still in my house. They have to go back to school also. I'm like, yo, my life is just ridiculous. So we both get arrested. They get my purse, and my purse had on the key fob for the car. So my purse had on the key fob for the car, and they took my purse, my phone, and they asked me for my ID, and I showed them my driver's license. And they arrested me, and they took me to a cop car where they questioned me. They read me my rights, and they just asked me a few questions, and I'm like, is this necessary? And the girl cop was like, oh, you'll talk to the trooper about it, but right now just sit tight. I'm like, okay, maybe I could talk to him, he'll let me go, because this is really ridiculous. I literally did nothing Nothing at all. Nothing. Like, how can you tell me that I'm lying? Like, how do you know what I know? There's not no murder case where I was there and I'm lying. Like, how can you tell me I'm lying? Yo, this is why people hate the cops. Like, they're ridiculous. So I'm sitting in the back seat and they put him against the car that I'm in, and they put him against the, say this is the car, say this is my car, and then I'm in it, and they put him like against, okay, the car is long, I'm like right here sitting in the back seat, and they put him against the car, they pat him down, they search him or whatever, and I'm looking at them. Then they put him in a different car, and then the officer gets into my car and he drives off. But the way the scene looked, it looked like there was a murder. Like, they found a dead body and they found the murderers. That's how many cop cars were there. Like, I didn't think it was that serious at first, but then I realized after all these cops came, it was that serious. When we're on our way to the police station, I'm like, first of all, where we were at and where the police station was were like 2 different parts of Jersey. I was in that car for maybe like 45 minutes driving to the police station. I'm like, yo, where is he taking us? I'm thinking he might take us right to the jail, because the way how far we were going from where the where it actually happened. I'm pretty sure he passed a couple of police stations, because there's no way they came from that police station and drove all the way to that area to arrest us. It doesn't make any sense. So I'm in the cop car, whatever. We park up to the police station, his car in front of mine, and they take him out of the car first. They take him out of the car first and they walk him in, and they put him inside. I don't know where they put him inside yet, because I'm not inside there yet. They walk him in. Then I come out the car, hands behind my back, walking. Then they put me up against the wall. I had been searched at this point. The female lady that I was talking to, she had patted me down before I even got into the cop car at the scene of the incident. So I'm looking at this wall, and they let him walk past me, so we don't look at each other. They let him walk past me while I'm facing the wall like this, and he's walking past me behind me, and they put him inside a room. And then the guy tells me, come on. Then I walk with him, and then I go into a cell, a holding cell. They take off my handcuffs at this point, and my wrists are red. Like, I still had bruises the next day from how tight the handcuffs were. And they handcuff one hand to the bench. I'm like, where can I really go? Where am I really gonna go? Like, I'm a girl, like, I'm a small female, like, where can I'm really gonna fight you cops to get out of here? Like, that was really extra for them to handcuff me to the bench. I'm just sitting there thinking like, yo, what has my life come to? Like, I just don't know. Like, this is ridiculous. And then the cop is talking to me. He asked me, have I ever been arrested before? I'm like, no. I mean, I have got arrested before, but that case is dismissed, closed. Like, it's not on the system anymore, or on my record anymore. So the cop's like, have you ever been arrested? Da, 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 da. I'm like, no. Then he's like, well, I'm gonna explain to you this, that, and the third. You're gonna do fingerprints. You're gonna fill out a statement, and you're gonna take a mugshot, and you will be going to court. I'm like, yo, how am I gonna do all of this without my mom knowing about this? Because if my mom finds about this, she's gonna kill me. Like, this is ridiculous. So in my head, I'm thinking like, yo, is there anything I could do? Like, so the cop is talking to me. He asked me about what happened. I told him literally what I just told you guys. I did not know where he was. I was not lying. Like, and the cops asked me, how come we didn't get out the car? Get out the car where? If this man is speeding on the highway, you expect me to jump out of the car? Please inform me as to how that'll work out for me. Let me know. I'll be dead, honestly. Like, how I'm supposed to hop out the car? Let me know. I'm looking at him like, at this point I got mad. I'm like, get out where? You want, even when he parked, you wanted me to get out and stand? I'm not from New Jersey. I do not have a car. He was my ride back to New York. How am I supposed to get back home? I don't know nothing about no Jersey bus, no Jersey train, nothing. What am I supposed to do? There's nothing I could do but stay. Like, what? Anybody could say what they would have done in the situation until they're actually in that situation. So the cop is asking what happened. Then he gives me a paper to fill out. He gives me a statement to fill out, and I fill out. Same thing I told him, same thing I told you guys. I write down on this paper. Like, it's not gonna change. My story isn't gonna change. And he takes the paper. Then he stands me up. I take fingerprints. He takes a mugshot. I was just, my throat was so dry. I couldn't even cry. I was more like mad than depressed or sad. I mean, I was sad because, like, am I gonna stay here overnight? Like, what am I going to my mom? How am I gonna get home? Because the cop is telling me he's going to jail. like, you're gonna leave tonight, but he's definitely gonna go to jail. So the cop opens my phone. He's like, can I call anybody for you? I'm like, do not call my mom. Anything you do not call my mom or my grandmother, anybody like that, because they cannot know about this. I don't want them to come and pick me up. They're gonna be mad that they drive all the way to New Jersey. At that, we're not even at the part of New Jersey where we originally at. The cop drove us farther, deeper into New Jersey. My mom's not about to leave New York to drive all the way to New Jersey. She's gonna be pissed off. When I say pissed off, I mean pissed. Like, pissed, yo. So I'll give the cop my phone password, and he's like, who can you call? I tell him one of my friends. And then he's like, okay, you think one of your friends really gonna help you out right now? I'm like, I don't know, you can. He goes, well, we'll get to that later. Then he locks my phone. He looks at my purse, and he sees that I have the key fob for the car. And he's like, why do you have the car? Why do you have the key? And I was like, I've been had it on there all day, because I've been had the key fob on my purse all day, because I was when originally driving, and he doesn't have a purse, so and POS doesn't have a purse, so where would he hold the key fob at? His pocket? The key fob is only but like this big. He could lose it easily. So I just attach it to the side of my purse, my wristlet. And he takes the car keys and he leaves for a while. And then I hear in the next room them asking POS questions, and he's just laughing like he's used to this. Like, and the cops just laughing with him. They're asking him questions about other stuff. Cops leave his room, and all I hear is somebody saying my name. I'm thinking it's him and the cops talking about me, but I later find out it's him calling me from the walls, through the walls, him calling my name. And he keeps calling my name. He's like, yo. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, I'm sorry, da-da-da-da. I'm going to jail tonight though, but I'll make sure you get home. I'll give you the last money in my pocket for you to get home. I'm like, yo, how am I supposed to even get home? We're in the middle of nowhere. We're in the middle of New Jersey. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what am I really gonna do? Who's really gonna come get me right now? Nobody's gonna come get me. I'm not telling my mom because she's gonna kill me. Like, I don't know what to do. He's like, oh, I'm sorry about this. Da 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 da. You still mess with me? I'm like, yeah. Thinking like I'm not gonna fuck this nigga up or get in my life, but I did. I'm mad as hell. I'm just lying to him. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'll talk to you. Da da da. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's okay. Da 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 da. In my head, I'm like, I'm not talking to him ever again, ever, never. He's going to jail anyway, so what am I talking to him for? I'm not gonna hold nobody down in jail. That's not gonna happen ever, never, ever. So the cop comes back to me. He's like, you know, he's a bad guy, right? He has a lot of records. He's been arrested multiple times. And I'm like, yeah. And then the cop gives me his record, not really his record, but a rundown of what they're looking at him for. The other charges are looking at him for, and he tells me that I shouldn't be messing with him. And the cop asks about our relationship, like how we met, how long we've been dating. And I tell him, he's like, it hasn't been that long. You can really shake this guy. Like, you don't have a criminal history. You're gonna bring down your life for him. You're in school. He's not. All he does is illegal things. Like, he'll really just bring down your life. The cop is basically giving me a rundown on him, on POS. So after that, I guess they had to do his mugshots and his fingerprints, and that was only one room that I was in. So they handcuff me again, and they take me out the room, this holding cell, and they switch rooms. So they bring POS into another room so we won't see each other, and they bring me into the room that POS was in, and they put POS in the holding cell that I was in, and that I was in. And the room he was in, it was a bathroom. It was a bathroom, and they took off my handcuffs. And then he asked me how to go to the bathroom. So he let me go to the bathroom. Then he came back in, and then he handcuffed me to the bench. It was a long bench with like little metal bars where you could handcuff things to. And I was sitting there thinking of my life. I'm over here. I had eyelash extensions. I'm over here pulling out my eyelash extensions because I was so mad and depressed about it. I'm really sitting there pulling out my eyelash extensions. Then after a while, he lets me. I'm sitting down waiting. They're talking to POS though. Me and POS haven't talked since the time we were in. Since the time I was in the holding cell. The cop comes in and he says, here's your stuff, here's your hat, here's your phone, here's your wallet, your phone, and your phone's about to die. I didn't call anybody for you. Walked into the front of the police station, and he's like, here's your court paper. Here's your court paper. This is the date you have court. If you can't make it, call and reschedule. I'm saying okay. Then he goes back and he said, hold on. He goes back and he gives me money. He comes back with like $300 bills, and he's like, this is the money he says he has in his pocket. He wants me to give it to you so you can get home. I was like, okay. I look at my phone, it's like on 4%. I'm like, what am I gonna do? My phone has missed texts from my friends, Nut Nut didn't get in trouble. His friend Nut didn't get in trouble or arrested. His friend Nut had stayed in the store and told my friends that that I got arrested and what happened. And my mom and my grandma, they're calling me like, where are you? You got to go back to school soon. You have your friends here and you'll be gone the whole entire day. I called my mom back and I told her we caught a flat tire. And I'm taking an Uber back. And she's like, yeah, okay, da 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 da. I know she didn't believe me, but she had no proof to even say or know what happened, to even say what she thought happened. Like, she's not gonna automatically think I got arrested. Like, never. So I look at my court date. I'm like, it's a school date. I have to definitely reschedule it. I call up an Uber. Then I take the Uber from the deep in New Jersey all the way back to New York. The Uber's like maybe $100. I get home. All I had was a little purse, a little wristlet with me, my dead phone, and my house keys and my ID. So I hide the court paper inside of my bra when I get in the house, because I'm thinking my mom's gonna go through my purse, because my mom, she's sneaky. She likes to sneak up on me sometimes and look through my things at sometimes. Like, I mean, she doesn't really do that much, but if she's suspicious of something, she's gonna look. So I hide it in my bra because I don't want her looking at my stuff. I don't want her going to person see that. Then my whole story, my whole life was gonna be over in 2 seconds. So she's like, what happened? Da, 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 da. I'm like, I told you on the phone, the car got a flat. He went to stay to fix it, then he called me Uber home. She's like, yeah, okay, whatever. So I go upstairs to my room and I tell my friends the whole story about what happened. And then I talked to Nut on the phone about it. He asked me what happened, and I told him that he's going POS is going to jail, and that's pretty much it. I just spent the whole night just thinking about it, about the whole situation. How am I gonna get to court all the way in New Jersey? What am I really gonna do? So by the time I got home, we already missed the bus. The bus back to our school was at 6 p.m. and I missed the 6 p.m. bus. Obviously I got back home maybe like 6:30. There was no way I was gonna make it to Manhattan in time to catch that bus to come back to school. So I decided I'm gonna go home early in the morning, catch the 7:30 bus back to school, and that's what we did. So in the morning, I called us an Uber to Manhattan, and we got on the 7:30 bus back to school. I'm on the bus going to school. I get a phone call. It's from Nut, and I'm like, hello. And then Nut got POS on three-way. POS is like, I'm sorry, tell me what happened. I told POS what happened, what the cop told me, what my court date was. She's like, don't worry about it, I'll make sure you get to court. I'm in jail right now, but I'm gonna be out in like the next day. This is Monday. I'll be out by Tuesday or Wednesday, or even later on today. I'm like, all right. And then he's like, I'm sorry, you still talking to me? I'm like, yeah, you being a dummy, you know, I don't know. You know, everybody does stupid things sometimes, you know. Everybody just does stupid stuff, okay? You can't tell me you have never done nothing stupid in your life, and this is one of my stupid moments, okay? But it's experience for me to tell you guys, you know. It's experience for me to tell you guys and my kids. POS is like, I'll make sure you get to court on time. Just call and reschedule it since it's a school day. I'm like, all right, I'll do that. I'll definitely call and reschedule because I'm about to miss school to go to court. There's no way. And then me and Piers was talking on the phone until I was like, you have 3 minutes. You have 1 minute left. Then he's like, all right, bye. I'll call you later on and I'll call you when I can. I'm like, all right, bye. Then hang up the phone. Then I'm on the bus. Riding back to school. I get back to school. I'm still depressed thinking about the whole situation. How my life is about to be over. And then I didn't really understand the charge until I looked it up on the internet. And it said, obstruction of justice, 4th degree felony. That's what the cop charged me with, the 4th degree felony. You could serve up to a year in jail. No, I think it was 6 months in jail and $1,000 fine. I'm like, any type of jail time is not what I need. I'm over here stressing and stressing and stressing and stressing. That whole first week I was trying to call them, they would not answer the phone. I'm trying to reschedule it. The original court date I had was for November 5th, and November 5th was a holiday. No, was it November 5th? I'm lying. The original court date that I had was for whatever day election day was. It was an election day in November, and that's when my court date was scheduled for. And I'm like, first of all, you're closed on election day, so how can I even come to court? And they're like, obviously you can't. So I'm gonna pull up the receipts for y'all real quick. And I kept calling and calling and calling to try to get in contact with them so change my court date, and they would not answer the phone, and it kept getting closer and closer to the court date. I kept running around in circles. Somebody said, I'll connect you to this office, and they would never answer. I'll call this place, they would never answer. Then finally I got into contact with somebody, and this lady said she sent me an email to change my court date. See, this is the email. It says, good morning, Miss Kramer. This email is to confirm that your case S2017-0010580702, originally scheduled for November 7th, has been rescheduled to Wednesday, November 22nd at 9 a.m. Whoa, my light. Please acknowledge receipt of this email by responding received. Thank you. You guys see the email receipt, even the date. So I was happy I got that court date because that was during Thanksgiving break, and I was already gonna be home for Thanksgiving break, so it was gonna be in suspicion. It was gonna be no me missing class, nothing. POS is out of jail at this point. When I got that court date, he's out of jail, so I talked to him about it, and he got another receipt, and he just talked to me about it. He said, I'll make sure it gets to court, whatever, just remind me of the date, and you'll be good. So I'm like, all right, he'll get me to court. I don't have to worry about getting to court. Hopefully I'll be done with this. He's like, it's gonna get dismissed, don't worry about it. I'm like, all right, hopefully I go there and then I get it dismissed. I guess what I'm just praying for the whole entire time, that this case gets dismissed. The cop also gave me a seatbelt ticket, and I paid it. Well, I got a seatbelt ticket for child endangerment. Somebody under the age of 18 riding without a seatbelt. Number one, I'm 20 years old. I was 20 at the time. There's no reason why I should have gotten that ticket. But I would have to go to court to fight that ticket, and I was not trying to go to court more than once and deal with that the situation. So I just paid the ticket. I think it was like $47. And during this time, me and P was still going out. Our relationship was flourishing. It was at its best point. You know, it was going good. We shared an iCloud. Like, that's how much trust we had. We shared an iCloud. I trusted him. He trusted me. I never accused him of cheating at this point. He never accused me of cheating at this point. Our relationship was really good. So I come home for Thanksgiving break, and this is when I have to deal with court. When I get home, I look through the mail at my different mails, and I see I'm starting to get letters from lawyers saying that, oh, this is a serious court case, don't plead guilty to this, I can help you beat this case, contact me. I'm getting more than one. See, I keep seeing them rack up, and that's probably how long I haven't seen them at this point. So I'm like, hopefully that they're done sending me these letters. So I ripped them up and throw them out to get rid of them. And I didn't see any more for that week when I was home for Thanksgiving break. But the day I was supposed to go to court, the 22nd of November, POS had somebody, his driver, he says, come and pick me up from my house early in the morning to take me all the way to New Jersey to get there by 9 o'clock. And I got there at 9 o'clock. Got there right on time. I was talking to POS the whole time. And I got to court. I was waiting for a little bit. Not so long, but I was waiting for a while to be seen. And they finally called me into this little room because they couldn't find my file anywhere. I guess because the lady gave me a new court date and she didn't like apply for it. So they called me into the room. They asked me what I want a lawyer, and I'm like, of course I want a lawyer. I'm not about to do it to myself. I'm not no criminal justice major. I'm nothing about the law. I just know that you don't have to answer if you don't want to answer. That's all I know. So I fill out all these forms and papers about getting a lawyer, and then she lets me wait in the courtroom until your name is called up. And this is the time where you don't plead your case to the judge. You just tell the judge that you understand, and you confirm your address and name with the judge, and she decides what she's gonna do next with your court. This is only first appearance court. You're gonna go to court again after this. So I'm like, wow, so definitely have to go to court again. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm sitting in the courtroom with all these people waiting for my turn to come, and there's this girl. She's like, I don't know if she's a crackhead or what she was, but she looked homeless, and she seemed like she was on some type of drugs because she was really loud in the courtroom. She left at one point, and then her name was called. So if your name is called and you go up there and you don't go up there, a warrant is automatically issued for your arrest by the judge. So a warrant went out for her, and then she came back, and then she's getting crazy with the judge because the judge skipped her and she has to go last, and she's getting mad. And the judge is like, this is a nice woman judge. She's being tolerant. She could easily just told the cops, all right, arrest her. I don't want to deal with this, but she didn't. The judge, even the cops were like, calm down, I don't want to arrest you, I don't want to da-da-da-da-da. And the girl gets her name called, she goes up, and my name still has not been called. Everybody goes, and my name still has not been called. I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? Then they call my name, It's my address to me, and then she asked me, is this your right address? I'm like, yeah, it's my address for home, but I'm away at school right now. She's like, confirm your permanent address. And I said, yes, that's my address. This Queens address is my address. And that's what I did. And then she tells me, she says, your case will be heard at Bloomfield Municipal Court next. So I don't know what that means. So I'm like, okay. I go over to the next thing. I get more papers for my next court date. And I leave and I go to the little office where I was at to sign up for the lawyer. And she says, okay, well, you can rip up those papers for the lawyer. Your case is being downgraded. I'm like, downgraded? I don't know what it's going to be downgraded to, but I knew the original charge was obstruction of justice, a 4th degree felony. That's what I know it was. And she said it got downgraded. So I'm like, it got downgraded? That's good news. I'm hoping the most maximum thing I can get is a fine or something, because I was going to make POS pay whatever fine I got. Any lawyer fee I had to pay, POS was going to pay that. So I told POS, it's like, I told you, babe. I told you it was going to get downgraded. You didn't do anything. Now we're going to go to court again, and then the next court date is going to be dismissed. I'm like, all right, I really hope so. And I call up the person that POS hired to drive me, and I meet the guy, and I meet the guy that POS hired, and he takes me back home. Then I'm at home enjoying my Thanksgiving break with POS. I know you guys see my Thanksgiving pictures or whatever. If you guys follow me on Instagram or Snapchat, you guys see them. And I wasn't really worried about my next court date or anything like that. I just enjoyed the rest of the break with POS, and I went back to school. If you guys want to know what happened on my court dates and how my mom found out and what she did, and about me and POS, what happened with me and POS, stay tuned. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because part 3 will be coming out tomorrow. Later. Oh, and make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna stand right here. I'm waiting. Subscribe now, please. Support a small channel out. But no, for real, subscribe for more weekly videos, for more weekly story time, because my life has been crazy. I have a lot of story time I could tell. I want to do a question and answer, but I feel like I don't have enough subscribers or people who ask me questions on social media. So I guess if you guys would like that, you can comment down below or whatever, or message me on one of my social media accounts, which is linked down below, but I'll say it for you guys. My Instagram is @keepingupwithholly. I'll put it on the screen here. And my Snapchat is Holly Kardashian. Put it right here. And that's where you guys can reach me. But thanks for watching, guys.